Hello everyone, today on the menu is Nigerian egg roll. I have 4 eggs ready to boil. I'll set a timer for 12 minutes. My other ingredients are 1 cup of flour, 2 tablespoons of butter, half a teaspoon of baking powder, quarter teaspoon of nutmeg, quarter teaspoon of salt, 1 egg, you can whisk that if you want, 1 tablespoon of sugar. Before mixing, I'll take out my eggs because the timer already went off. Next is to put it under running water so that it have an easy peel when I'm ready. So I'll leave it in cold water for a while and then get back to my other ingredients. For my dry ingredients, I'll put in my sugar first and then my salt, nutmeg, and baking powder. Then I'll go ahead and mix with a spoon for even consistency. After which I put in my egg and then my butter, and then I dig in with my hands because that's the only way you can mix this. So I dig in with my hands to make sure that all the ingredients mix very well and no part has more sugar or more salt than the other, or more butter and more egg than the other. So after that, I would knead it and leave it to sit. So the thing is, you can measure your ingredients the way you want. The reason why I'm using this measurement is because I do not want too much egg rolls. Remember, it's just 4 eggs we're using, so that's why it's this small. Meanwhile, you can decide to not use sugar or to not use nutmeg. It actually depends on you. You can tweak it the way you want to. Yeah, this is the point where I get to put in my hands, digging. Then water is something that you would need for this. So I put in some water, not too much. That's what I thought until I finished mixing and realized that it was a little too soft. You need it to be able to mold just like clay. Remember when we were kids molding clay? But this cannot mold. So I had to put in 2 tablespoons of flour just to give me the consistency that I want, and mix. After mixing the ingredients to my satisfaction, this is what it came out to. I let it sit for like 2 to 3 minutes, after which I had to knead the dough. I couldn't show that part. After kneading, I cut it into 4 parts. Mind you, I didn't use all that dough you saw previously. I used more than half of it because I don't want my egg roll to be too doughy. It should be more about the eggs, and that's why I didn't use all that flour. So this is what we have here, 4 parts, after which we'll wrap the eggs in what we have already cut out. So yeah, that's it in 4. So it's wrapping time. These are 4 hard-boiled eggs. So I'll take one section of the dough and put the egg in it and wrap. So the flour is to make sure that the eggs do not stick too much to the dough. After putting in the egg like so, I cut out the excess because we don't need all of that. But then again, remember, it depends on how you want it. There's no hard and fast rule. I like mine light. And then you roll it, make sure it's evenly distributed. Give it a pat, after which you try to make sure the consistency is even. and then do the same thing for all the other eggs. So this is what it looks like when we're done with the rolling. It looks beautiful already. Next is to put our egg roll in hot oil. Remember, your oil should be hot before putting it in. Also be careful because hot oil is dangerous. After putting it, you might want to use a fork to kind of make sure they are not sticking together in the pot, because they might want to be twins. We don't want twin egg rolls, we just want them separate. So you just kind of do this. For some, when it's this way, it's ready, but I let mine to stay a little bit, to brown a little bit, just so that I'm sure that it's fried well. Because sometimes you might have it soft inside, so but I wanted it to really fry well. And that's it for our egg roll. This is the final result. Remember to stay safe, wash your hands, and maintain social distancing. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications. See you next time for more videos.